It's gonna turn into another YouTube video, as one does, because apparently my reactions are funny, even though I don't try to be funny. I just react the way that I react to. I just literally say the first thing that comes to my mind. So if I say the first thing that comes to my mind, that's funny, I'll take it as a dub. I don't really think I'm funny, but a lot of people think that I'm funny. But yeah, this is my chat. They're saying hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. We're gonna watch Even Fancier Drinking by Internet Historian's second channel, which is Incognito Mode. All right, let's go on ahead and start this video and see what the heck it's going to be. We're trying to figure out the drinking aspect of wine and alcohol, so there's gonna be a lesson to not drink as much or to tell you to drink as much.
Brought to you by Incogni. Alright, we've done theater, we've done painting, we've done wine, and now it's time to do some drinking stuff in general.
Wait, I haven't watched the painting one. Chill, buddy. I'll watch that next. Want to watch this one first because it's a two-parter, okay?
And to start, let us learn about the drinking cultures of the world.
Yes! I mean, there's a lot, but okay. This is just a free-for-all. There's a free-for-right. I say as I'm like a professor. I want to actually know what you guys drink. Are you guys the heavy type drinkers or are you guys the light type drinkers? You guys can post down in the comments or in my chat can just say what their favorite drinks are and just say whether they're heavy or light. I usually drink soju and gin and vodka, makgeolli as well. I basically drink about 6 to the 16% alcohol percentages. So I think that's it gives you a reference to what I like. Yeah, I don't like beers. I don't like beers. Soju's really good though.
Welcome to my private jet. Come on, kid. I got a lot to teach you about the world.
That's wait, I'm sorry, but the first thing that came to my mind when I first saw this, I'm sorry.
The world.
I have to bring it back. The first thing I saw was one, boobies, and then the next was like nuts, balls. Why do I do this to myself? You see it, right? You see it. First it was boobies, and then the more it shifts is like balls. I really wish I was kidding, but balls. Anyway, moving on.
We must learn all of the drinking customs of all the funny foreign places.
Still looks like balls.
With where drinking was.
Oh my god, a ball!
The country of Uck.
Uck! We're going to the land of
Uck. Jump just before you hit the ground.
Oh wow,
Observe British people in their natural habitat.
The pub!
Here they do a thing called cheers, where they clink their glasses together before drinking.
Yeah.
The tradition dates back centuries, but the origin, why they started doing it, is somewhat unknown.
Oh, wait, really?
But we have a couple of theories.
Okay.
Theory 1, poisoning. Yes.
Huh?
So imagine a situation like this. 2 people who don't trust each other, sitting down together at the pub.
All right, just a casual time at Ook, being chilling in a pub, okay.
This guy then does something shady to the other guy's drink.
Uh-huh.
Here you go. Did you poison my drink? Me? I would never. Well then,
says the liar.
I'll pour a little of mine into yours, and you can pour a little of yours into mine, and we'll both either be totally fine or both totally dead. No, there's no need to do that. So that was the initial version, and then eventually they just kind of shortcutted it to, yeah, clink clink, it's fine, I trust you.
And then you die.
That's probably a myth. So, theory number 2.
Okay.
Ghosts.
Huh?
Right, in the Middle Ages, people were worried about spooky ghosts and spirits. So they'd do cheers very loudly to scare away the demons. Also, sometimes you'd spill some of your drink onto the table and the floor, and then that was like a little offering to the spirit.
Huh?
But that's...
Oh yeah, I was about to say, there's no way that's real, right? There's no way someone believes that that's actually real. Unless you are those believers. And if you are those believers, I'm staring at you, judgingly, right now. Alright, moving on.
Probably also not true. The most likely answer is simply that everyone likes that sound. It's very sad.
Whoa, God, why are you at the table? Also, why is that woman having no shoes? What the heck?
You know when someone drops a glass and everyone goes kind of silent, like, oh, you fucking idiot. Well, in the UK, instead, everyone goes, way! in celebration, as a way to make fun of you but also make you feel not so bad.
Oh.
Uh-oh. The BBC? They have a whole organization for that now?
Oh,
We gotta
no.
get out of here. We'll take my
gotta
private
go.
cruise ship.
Oh, no,
Come,
not
come.
again. No,
Really?
not again. Not again. Not again. We can't go back to the Costa Concordia. Not again.
Where they filmed the Mario movie. Let me just park this here.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Is real?
Come this way to the Leaning Tower
Maybe
of
it is
Pizza,
real.
held up by the raw strength of 1,000 tourists posing for photographs. But did you know that Italians,
Oh, no.
when they
Oh,
say
no, the
cheers,
pizza!
say chin chin? Now, that is very funny to the Japanese, because in Japanese, chin chin means penis.
Oh, Papinos.
Germany next. Now here they do Bruderschaft, where you link your arms together when drinking.
Oh.
It's also kind of seen all over the world at weddings.
Yeah, isn't that a wedding thing? I thought that's a wedding thing. I thought that's a wedding thing and not a other thing. More you know.
In particular, but only the Germans have a name for it. It symbolizes the end of formalities between two.
Brotherly kiss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Imagine there's gonna be like a new rather than it was like, oh my god, they were roommates. And there's gonna be like, oh my god, they were what's the word? What's a word if you drink with your homies? I know there's an actual word for it. Like you're out drinking with your bros. Like there's a name for that companion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like rather than just like, oh my god, they were roommates. It's gonna be like, oh my god, they were drinking buddies. The brosies. You gotta kiss the homies, guys. I did say a brotherly kiss. You gotta kiss the homies. You gotta like a smooch, you know?
People. But the Germans have a lot more. Now, when you clink glasses together with someone, you have to look them directly in the eye.
Really? Oh god, no, thank you.
And if you don't do it, you will be cursed with 7 years of bad sex.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. Damn, that's an evil curse. That's an evil curse. Sorry, that's just so fucking funny to me. You're gonna get paired up with people that you're not compatible with. That's your punishment for not staring at your drinking buddy, at your beloved drinking buddy to give a brotherly kiss, to give a mwah mwah mwah. This is what you're gonna get. Damn. Germans take drinking very seriously. Yeah, you have to look at each other, eye contact, having to stare.
Apparently. It's not my fault. It's the Germans.
Oh my god, imagine using that as an excuse as to why like you both did not have a great time. You're just gonna say like, hey, here's the thing, I'm cursed. I'm cursed for like 7 years and I really want to try, but I really think this curse is real. It's been like a couple months that I've been going out, having fun, and like nothing's happening. I think I'm actually cursed for 7 years. And honestly, all I can say to that, buddy, I think you're just bad. You're just bad at what you do. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. You're just bad. Moving on.
Then when doing shots in Germany, they sometimes also go Zermit, and you hold the glass near your belly. Zertit, and you hold it near your chest.
Okay.
And then Zumsack, and you...
That's not real. Don't tell me that's real. Don't tell me that's real. No way that's real. Come on. What the fuck?
hold it near your, and then Zak, and you drink.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
on to Finland. They keep it casual. They have a custom specifically for drinking alone. You're supposed to do it while loafing around in your underpants, and it's called kalsari kani,
Really?
also known as underwear drunk. All right, that's all I could find on Finland. So off to Canada.
Wait, that's all? Well, I mean, that sounds like a good time. Imagine just having to just be home doing nothing and just take a glass and just drink. Though, I guess I prefer having to drink with friends compared to just drinking alone. I feel like drinking alone is the epitome of how lonely you are and how you're in the lowest point of your life. That's what I see with if you're drinking alone. I'm sorry if you're the type to drink alone, but that's how I see you. That's how I perceive you. I am terribly sorry.
To get there, I booked us a private fishing trawler. It's so exclusive that even these fish, yes, they go to a private school.
Ah, I
In
get it.
Newfoundland,
I get it. Private school, get it? Because a school of fish, get it? Private school, because they're on their own. And they don't. Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Canada, they have the Newfoundland screech.
Screech? Oh.
You take a shot
My
of
ears.
screech, and then you do the screech. Goes like this.
Is you a screecher? And then you answer like this. Deed I am, me old cock, and long may your big jib draw. That's it.
It's a pirate culture.
I thought they were mimicking the British. What? It's a pirate thing? We're pirates in Canada? Huh? The fuck?
Then they take a big fish, usually a cod,
What?
and they kiss it on the lips.
Is this real? Can someone like cross-reference it to see if this is real? Actually, what? Huh? What? No way they actually do this, right? No, I get kissing the homies, but you gotta kiss the fishies too. These drinking hours with the boys are crazy. First you gotta kiss the homies, and you gotta kiss the fishies. Wow. I honestly, more power to them. They don't discriminate.
Anyway, I'm kind of busy, so there's no more customs anywhere in the world. You can do some more maybe independent research yourself.
Sure.
I'll see you back in the field.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow, you really want to make out with that cod, huh? Okay. End of part. Pog.
Okay, this next section is on cocktails.
Yay!
So it all started with...
I was very confused as to why there was the name cock at the corner. And then when they said cocktails, I was like, oh my god, that makes sense. I forgot about cocktails. I was just concerned why the word cock was in the fucking video.
We made this asset where the IH character, he's shaking a cocktail at a frat party, and I turned to the editor and I went, wait a minute, that's a weird word. Why are they called cocktails?
That is true.
And we started Googling it, and we kind of went down a rabbit hole, and it was actually really interesting. So, here it is. Cocktails.
Cocktails.
In the 1700s, fuel prices were outrageous. So, everybody used the horse.
Of course, as
Now,
you do
horses
in the
weren't
old...
just used for travel.
And then the America, the yeehaw times, we gotta use a horse to traverse in these perilous areas in the woods. That's the best that I can do with a Texan or yeehaw accent I can do. I'm sorry. I can do a Valley Girl though.
Everybody used the horse. Now, horses weren't just used for travel. They were also used for work in the field.
Oh, I thought it was
So you
cows.
would sometimes put a harness on a horse for plowing a field, right? Mm-hmm. Now, when you do that, its tail actually gets in the way, and so we have to do something about that thing.
Okay.
Think of it like the foreskin of the horse.
Oh my
you put
God.
it in the guillotine, and everybody closes their eyes. Problem solved. Now, this practice is called docking.
Okay.
It has a different meaning these days. So once the tail is docked, some say it's much easier to clean. But it also kind of looks like a chicken's tail, right?
Yeah.
Hence, they would call these tails cocktails.
Oh.
So that's step one in the story.
Okay.
Step two.
Why did it turn into a drink? Or why is it turned into a thing?
You've also got horse merchants, right? And they are a very shrewd bunch.
Okay.
They know that when they sell their horses, the customer wants very feisty and energetic animals. Someone who's buying a horse doesn't want one that's kind of sickly or lazy or sleeping all the time, right? They need it for work.
Uh-huh.
So how do you ensure, then, that your horse looks full of beans and moxie and some other stuff?
Gotta
and
rev
has the
him up, you know?
maximum horsepower possible when it's time to sell? Well, they would use this one quick hack.
Oh god.
All the equestrians hate them.
We're at 5-minute crafts here having to 5-minute everything, I guess. What the fuck?
They would go over to their mortar and pestle, and they would throw in some chili, some ginger, and a few other spices, and just mix it all together.
Okay.
Then they would go over to the horse, hold still, little fella, and with the mixture go up into the no-no area.
What? 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 No, I thought like, huh? I thought they were going to feed the horse that because it's too spicy that became energetic and they're awake. Not that, what the fuck? Huh? 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 What the fuck? Oh God,
Now,
ow.
the horse doesn't like that very much, so it's kicking, it's going mad, and the bidders are all going, wow, this is a really great horse.
I know that they're trying to do these types of scam things for people to buy the horses, but I thought they would probably like let them just eat it instead of just having. Oh my God. Oh my God. It really brings in the meaning of having to having to. I can't even say it. I can't even finish my sentence. I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't. If I say it, I feel like I'm just gonna have to keep throwing my pride out the window. I'll just leave it for you guys to finish that sentence, and I'm sure you guys know the ending of that sentence.
It's got some spunk, I tell ya. I'm buying it. So the horse merchants made a whole bunch of money, and everyone was happy.
Not the horses, though. No.
Almost everyone.
Yeah.
The end.
That is not a happy ending.
Of step 2. Now step 3. Around the same time, you've got bartenders over in the saloon, and they have just invented the science of mixology.
Hell yeah!
They've realized that you can add Red Bull and lemon juice to stuff and actually make alcohol not taste so bad.
Yeah.
But when they added some ginger and spices and maybe a little bit of pepper, people went, oh, I know these. These are those horse suppositories.
Oh my God, no! No, I can't call them anymore! I can't call it cocktails anymore! Oh no! No! Bring my no! I can't. I just gotta call them mixed drinks at this point. I'm just gonna call them mixed drinks. I'm not gonna call them that anymore. This is the entirety of drinking mixed drinks is ruined for me. I'm just gonna call them mixed drinks.
Cocktails, we'll call them.
Fuck.
Glug, 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 glug. And the name stuck.
Oh God. And the part woo.
You think it's too early for ad time? I don't think it's too early for ad time.
Ad time.
Oh no, help me, Incogni Man. I signed up for discounts at a retail store and they won't stop sending me messages.
Oh my God, I
Huh?
get that
I signed
too.
up to that
They're
website
annoying.
years ago. Why are they still spamming me?
Darkness.
That would be my doing. I am Database Man.
No, database man.
Who will stop him? It's me, Incogni Man. Incogni
Oh
is
my
the
God,
brilliant
those
service
legs.
that tells a whole bunch of databases and people who have
Oh
your
my
data
God,
and stuff
those
to
legs.
get fucking lost. It says, hey, do you have this email address? Well, lose it. Hey, marketer man, you can't use this phone number anymore. Instead of chasing them all up manually by signing up to Incogni, they send these legal requests on your behalf to get you deleted from the internet.
Oh
Do
damn.
battle in my realm.
And then we teleport to the desert.
I better follow him. Incogni portal.
Incogni man
You to
out.
finally join us.
Yeah? Well, I'm gonna stop you. Incogni lawyer powers, legal threats, data removal tools.
Oh my God.
Consumer Privacy Act, data
Oh, wow.
protection regulations, polite yet stern wording. It has created a Gundam. So go to Incogni.
Oh my God, they got a Megazord.
It has created a Gundam.
They got a Megazord Gundam looking thing. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the next thing that they're gonna put up in the shelves. Crazy.
So go to incogni.com.
It's morphin' time, it's morphin' time.
Sign up today and get 60% off an annual plan. I won't change numbers. I won't change email addresses. I'll just simply take them back.
Hell
I can
yeah.
feel it working. My phone isn't ringing as often. My email inbox, it's less full. With just
Yes!
a whole bunch of shit.
Yes.
Like the sun comes out of the
The
clouds.
sun
clear.
returns.
My databases are getting too light. I'm floating away.
Oh wow.
He'll die of the cold eventually.
Eventually.
Pan up and it's Nordman. He's like, not bad, kid. Not bad at all.
So go to incogni.com/incognito. Sign up today and get 60% off an annual plan. Ad over.
Add over.
Have you heard about the latest dangerous trend? It's all over
Nice
social
lots.
media. Wine mixed with watermelon. A
I've
combination.
seen that so much in like, oh, when I was in quarantine, I think. People went to like buy like watermelons and just threw in every single alcohol imaginable into that watermelon. It was like, why? Wouldn't that taste like disgusting? If you added vodka, tequila, gin, everything else into that mixture, I was like, would that? I don't even know how that would taste. Would it even taste like a watermelon? Would it even like alcohol? I don't know.
Nation, when mixed together, makes a deadly poison.
Oh.
Here we are in Argentina with a delicious watermelon. Now let me chase it down with a glass of wine.
Ah!
Okay, it's not true. But it's
Thank
been a
you,
myth in South
Siegfried,
America
great
for
months.
over 100 years that you should never pair wine and watermelon together.
Really?
No one quite knows why. But we dug and we were able to find a single source from an author,
Oh, wow.
Facundo Di Genova. And he says, in probably Argentina, probably sometime in the 1800s, there was a small Catholic church and...
Isn't this... I was gonna say, isn't this like Resident Evil? And then I looked at it a bit more and I was like, no, the church is way different. Kinda, the structure looks a little bit the same, but not actually. So it's not Resident Evil. Kind of. It nearly took me like a look to see whether it is Resident Evil. I mean, come on. First glance, you'd probably think like, oh, hey, it's a Resident Evil place. And then you look at it a little bit more, it's like, no, that's not how the church looks. Anyway.
Everything was great. For a time. They grew wine for dinner and watermelon for dessert. Until one day, something bad happened in their idyllic little town.
Oh, no.
A few men in the village started getting a bit... grabby. It was a whole Me Too thing, but it was the first Me Too. It was a Me one. No one quite knows who did what to whom, but it was a big scandal, I tell you. And it kept happening.
Oh no, what's happening to our beautiful village?
They said in their funny foreign accents. Now, presiding over the village was a
Okay,
monastery.
yeah, this is Resident Evil. This is Resident Evil 4. I can tell from the church and I can tell from the graphics.
So the priests all gathered together at this monastery to figure out what the hell's going on with all this grabbiness,
Yeah, this town sucks now.
said the women folk.
I hope you have the plan to fix this.
I wonder where Leon Kennedy is in here, because he's probably trying to get Ashley right now. But I guess people are too busy having to talk about this issue. But yeah, I can quietly hear Ashley in the background going like, Leon! Just screams like, ah!
Yes, of course we do. But first, we must figure out why the men are becoming so grabby. Come on, guys, think outside the box. We have to find something, anything to blame, except the people who actually did the thing. So the priests began looking at
That
the
is true.
diets of the people in the village. The priest said aloud. One of the monks proposed a theory. Have you noticed that we grow a lot of grapes here?
Yes.
Yes. And have you noticed that we also grow a lot of watermelon? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what if, somehow it makes the men folk grabby?
Oh my
That
god.
must be it. We must put a stop to this. But how? Well, let's tell them that if they drink wine and eat watermelon, they'll go to hell. Okay, so that's what they did. Hear ye, do not drink wine and then eat watermelon. You'll go to hell. Oh, really? Really? I don't know that. Really? And it worked. The assaults suddenly stopped.
Oh my god. That's all it took. Imagine. That's all it fucking took. Just say like, yeah, you're just gonna go to hell. They're like, oh, okay. Imagine how much the crime rates would be if that's all it took. Like, just people saying like, if you do this, you go to hell. It's like, okay. The crime rate just decreases like 50%. Imagine the world. Rainbows everywhere. Unicorns, everything.
Hurrah! Although whether that was a coincidence, we don't actually know. Over time, however, the messaging kind of evolved. Because don't mix wine with watermelon isn't exactly a well-known Bible proverb, and people became less religious. So instead of, you'll go to hell, the line changed to, it's poison and you'll die.
Oh.
And in Argentina, in some places, the myth still perpetuates.
Really?
Now, is there actually any evidence at all
Is there?
that pairing wine and watermelon together really causes
Oh my god.
the mood? Kinda.
Really?
Watermelon contains an amino acid, arginine, which partially transforms into nitric oxide, and then nitric oxide is a vasodilator. And vasodilators do this.
Oh my god, I'm dying. That fucking took me out of nowhere. Oh my god. It just popped out of nowhere in the corner. I was like, alright, what is it? And then oh my god, I'm gonna die from having to laugh too much, please. Okay. Oh gosh. DJ, wrap it back. Go back.
Violators do this.
What?
Plus, wine also
Who knew that watermelons are an aphrodisiac, huh?
do this. Plus, wine also has polyphenols, and that also helps in the formation of nitric oxide, so double this.
Oh my god! Oh no, it's an historian. That's not possible. There's no way there's two down there. That's impossible.
But
unless you're a shark or something.
the effect from nitric oxide is actually very mild.
Or a snake.
Also, all of these foods have polyphenols and arginine in them as well. So pretty much everything has it. So, no, the effects are likely hugely overstated. So, the moral of the story is...
Where's the moral? What's the moral? What lesson did you forget to partake to me right now? What, like, is tell me! Tell us! Damn, cliffhanger. There is no morals. We have no morals, chat. There is no morals for this story. Nothing. Disappeared into the unknown.
This next section is on wine in the Bible.
Oh.
Sort of. Apologies if we got any details wrong. We mostly kept this section because we liked the pun on Eucharist.
Okay. Didn't get
Jumping
that.
forward to Jesus. This is his first recorded miracle. So, Jesus and a whole bunch of his followers and stuff, they are invited to a wedding in Cana. Now, the waiter goes over to serve some guests.
Oh, I know
some
this
wine,
story.
And, uh-oh.
It's empty.
Oh, well.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
No, wait, I've got a plan, says Jesus.
Give me
Bring
water.
me 6 big stone jugs, about 20 to 30 gallons each, and fill them up to the brim with H2O. Now, check out this. And he does the finger thing.
Magic. It all turns
And then
into
when they
wine.
went to pour the water, suddenly it was wine. And it was the best wine that anyone had ever had. And they go,
Damn.
oh, that's pretty good, Jesus. But have you got any other miracles? And he says, yes. Come on, we're going to do a supper. Now, everyone is gathered around, and this is the point at which Jesus reveals, by the way, one of you is very sus. I know one of you will betray me.
Amogus!
And he looks at Judas, and Judas
Amogus!
is kind of looking away. But then Da Vinci's like,
Guys, I need you to stay still for the paint.
Oh my god, because he has to finish the Last Supper painting. Oh my god. He's probably saying like, guys, I know that you're currently playing Among Us and having to figure out who the imposter is, but I need to finish this painting. And you guys just literally look at each other lovingly in the eyes, you know, just mwah, mwah, mwah. You gotta make sure that your eyes are gonna kiss the homies. Mwah, 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 mwah. And then that's the reason why, like, you know, it's Judas's kiss, because it's a betrayal kiss. Sometimes when you kiss the homies, sometimes you just gotta betray them too.
so Jesus goes, watch this. And he takes some bread and wine, and he says, look at this bread. This is my flesh. And everyone's kind of like, really? And he goes, well, yeah. I mean, if you're Protestant, then just metaphorically.
Okay,
look
yes,
at this
please.
wine. It is my blood. Really? Quit making this so complicated. Here, have some. So he hands it to his disciples, and they went, fantastic. I was peckish and thirsty. And he goes, yes. In fact, I shall call this little celebration a Eucharist, or Holy Communion.
Oh.
It will be the practice of eating one cracker or piece of bread and drinking some wine. And if you eat the whole thing and drink the whole bottle, that's called a huge Eucharist.
Do not attempt by any means. Do not attempt. Also, it's funny because okay, I went through communions as well. I of course went to church, everything, because I went to a Catholic school. But with these communions, we were not allowed to drink the wine. We were only allowed to drink the bread. And I think that also is the thing that happens even when you're an adult here. You don't get to drink the wine. You just eat the bread and move on. So yeah, a little fact about what we do here on our communions.
Now, most Christians today take that as a symbolic thing. Unless
Slapped.
you are Catholic. Now, they believe in what's called transubstantiation, which means that the bread and wine literally turns into the body and blood of Jesus at the moment that they are consumed. However, it does still look like bread and wine, and they call that phenomenon appearance or accident. It has changed, but you just can't tell, except for sometimes when you actually can.
Huh?
Lanciano, Italy, in the 8th century, there is a monk and he has been on r/atheism for
Oh my
far
God.
too long. He is starting to have doubts about the blood and wine stuff, but he still has his monkly responsibilities. So he holds mass and he says the words of consecration, "This is my body, this is my blood, this is my rifle, this is my gun." And at
Okay,
that
of course,
very
as
moment,
you do.
the bread turns into literal flesh in his hands. And the wine turned to blood.
Jesus, man.
Holy shit, said everybody in unison. And ironically, he went, "Oh, well, I should probably not eat this then." So instead, he kept it in this chalice thing.
Wait, really? That's still being kept today? Really?
What is it? A clock? Anyway, there it remains still today.
Oh my God, that is... Wow. What the heck? Imagine the amount of mold that is. I'm sorry. No matter what, flesh is flesh and everything like that. Everything expires. And imagine how much that is disgusting and how much it probably smelled in that church. I'm sorry. I'm respectful to a lot of things, but man.
Kept in the Church of San Francesco. And now a couple of years later, in the 1970s, Professor Odaro Leone decides, let me do a bit of an experiment. So he took a sample of the flesh and he came to the conclusion that it was indeed real. Apparently, it was part of a heart valve and that the blood type was AB. The sample has not been analyzed since. However, it is officially recognized by the Roman Catholic Church.
Okay.
Here ends the reading.
Oh. Okay. Just a fun fact
Now,
there.
you might say, wow, that section really doesn't have a whole lot to do with wine. And in fact, you're just badly retelling a Bible story.
Are you?
This final section we started making for the main channel when we found this massive court document and we thought, holy shit, this is a hell of a story.
Oh.
And we had all these ideas of it being like Witcher themed, and so there were quite a few like random Witcher assets, just ignore that. But it just kept blooming and blooming into this bigger story and it got too long. And so here it is on incognito. And here we begin in 1743.
Okay.
The birth of Thomas Jefferson. Push, Mrs. Jefferson, push. Now, Tom Jeff.
Yeah.
He was involved with some politics.
Of
Kind of
course.
sexy, but you're
Okay.
too late, he's dead.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah.
what's more important is he tried his hand at a lot of different hobbies. Architecture. He designed his own home in Monticello.
That's a hobby for him? What? Architecture is a hobby? Bro, I think a lot of my architecture friends are gonna have to fucking slap this man.
Hello. He played the violin. He kept mockingbirds. He collected fossils.
Oh, wow.
And,
Good to know he
most
plays
relevant
Animal Crossing.
of all, he hoarded a culture. In his extensive garden, he kept 330 types of vegetables and 170 types of fruit. One of those fruits was grapes. So he
As you
tried
do,
his
yeah.
hand at viniculture. And while he was good at a lot of things, he never saw much success with making wine. So he mostly collected the stuff. Now, people naturally wondered, like, hey, what happened to the wine he made and the wine he collected? Did he sell it all? Did he give it away? Did he attempt the huge caress? Fast forward, 1985. Meet German music producer Hardy Rodenstock. He is an avid wine collector. And he's tapping on the walls of old buildings in Paris, looking for some national treasures. On this occasion,
As you do,
the
yes.
wall opened, and my God. Sealed behind, he said that he found a collection of 24 bottles, dating all the way back to the 1780s, and
Ooh.
look at that. THJ engraved right there on the glass. Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
It seems like Mr. Rodenstock has stumbled upon Jeff's hidden collection. Mystery solved.
Yay!
And it would make sense that they wound up in France because Jefferson spent a number of years over there.
Yep.
Amazing. And into Rodenstock's wine collection, they went.
Okay.
Now, Rodenstock's wine collection was something quite special, and he liked to show it off. So every year he would host tasting events that featured extremely rare wines. And he would invite all the most prominent German celebrities, such as the Hans brothers,
Oh my god.
and Das Boot, and Death Stranding. Now, one of his guests was a guy named Michael Broadbent, the senior director for Christie's auction house.
Okay.
Together, they cracked open one of the THJ bottles.
Okay.
Bottle number 1. Broadbent said that the wine was delicious. Yup, these bottles are in perfect condition, he said. You should really auction these things. I run an auction, you should put them in there. Huh, maybe I should, said Mr. Rodenstock. Maybe I should. But before they did that,
Alright,
they
money
sold
does
2
make the
of
world go
bottles
round.
privately, number 2 and number 3, and they drank a 4th. On the 5th of December 1985, they put up bottle number 5 for auction at Christie's.
Okay.
It was bought by Christopher Forbes for £105,000.
Oh, wow.
Which, at the time, meant it was the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold.
Holy hell.
But that wine wasn't to drink. Proudly, that thing sat on the Forbes shelf, eventually to be put into the Forbes Gallery in the exhibit on former presidents.
Oh.
And funnily enough, they actually put this bottle on display under big industrial lights, and it heated the thing something fierce. And the heat ruined its drinkability, of course. In fact, so intense was the light that the glass expanded and the cork fell into the bottle.
Oh, wow.
Some time passed. They celebrated the sale with another drink. Bottle number 6, now gone.
Okay.
And then they sold 2 more privately.
Okay.
In 1987, they drank bottle number 9. In
Okay.
1988, they drank bottle number 10.
Okay.
And at this point, a new challenger enters the scene. The
Oh!
White Wolf of Palm Beach. They call him Bill Koch. Some say it's short for billionaire. He's a member of one of the wealthiest families in America.
Oh my
He
god.
is also one of the world's most avid collectors of wine.
Whoa.
So they sell him a total of 4 bottles for $311,804.
Oh my god. That is a lot of money. What the fuck? Oh my god. Each costed like $200,000 now. Ugh. That is pain.
We're way over here on the graph at this point.
Yep.
So, gently, careful now, he put them in his climate-controlled cellar. And he would show them off to his friends. Otherwise, here they remained for the next 17 years.
Whoa.
As the years ticked by, more bottles were sold and more bottles were consumed, until there were none left.
Gone.
2005. The 4 Coke bottles had sat around for a long time on the shelf, doing nothing, when something new happened.
Oh.
The Boston Museum of Fine Arts was interested in displaying the bottles and wanted to trace the exact provenance. So Coke gets on the line with the Jefferson Foundation and he goes, "Oh, look, I don't mean to brag, but I'm about to have my bottles displayed at the Boston Museum.
Oh my god.
But I need just a little bit of verification. Could you tell me exactly where these bottles come from?" And the Thomas Jefferson Foundation responded, "I'm afraid we can't do that. We don't think they're real." Huh?
Huh?
In fact, you're not the only person to call about this. What? Yes, it was in the 80s. A Mr. Broadbent, I believe, of Christie's auction house called up trying to verify the bottles so that he could sell them. But we looked through our comprehensive historical records and found no mention of these bottles. Here's a letter we sent saying that we couldn't verify them. And they're probably fake. But he sold those bottles to me. Now, back to 1776. Now here's a thing you should know about Jefferson. Let's just say if he was around today, he would play a lot of Factorio. He was, you know.
I have the largest collection of Funko Pops in the world.
No.
And that meant that his record keeping was very meticulous. All of his anime was ordered alphabetically. And so too were all the things that he ever
That is technically true. He is the type to record things. So if he did actually say that he made 24, 25 bottles of wine, he would technically have an entire registry of it, which is the thing. But that was never found. But then the wine was found on Paris, which would make sense because he lived there, but he's a meticulous person with having to write down things. Huh. This goes down to a lot of roots. Huh.
Purchased, including wine. So that's my story, Mr. Pepsi. And those bottles are probably fake. When Coke hears about this, he hangs up the phone and hits speed dial on his pager or something, and I need to assemble a team of investigators. Mr. Rodenstock lived in Germany, so Coke's investigators scoured the countryside for clues, and eventually they found a lead. They managed to track down 5 German residents who claimed to have done engraving work for Rodenstock in the past. They said, hey, have you seen these bottles before? And they went, oh yeah, we have. We did those. And all 5 were certain that the THJ engravings were done by an electric power tool. Every one of these 24 bottles of Jefferson wine were fake. Big fat phonies.
Oh my!
Allegedly. So, Bill takes all of this
allegedly.
evidence to court, and Rodenstock is summoned, but he doesn't show up. So Bill wins in absentia and is awarded $1 million. In the end, Bill never received any money from Rodenstock. But to Bill, it was about sending a message more than receiving any money.
I'm coming after you.
And it's just one battle of many that Bill has fought against counterfeit wine. In 2008, Coke filed a consumer fraud lawsuit against the Chicago Wine Company, which was later settled out of court. Another time, Coke spent $3.5 million buying nearly 2,700 bottles of wine from Zacky's auction house.
You can buy a house with that money. You can literally buy a house with that money. What? I swear, people that like have a lot of disposable income are like living in a different plane of universe that I will never understand.
Almost $250,000 worth is fake. The auction house settled out of court, but the seller was told to pay $379,000 in damages and another $1,000 for every bottle. But then the next day they went, you know what, we thought about it. This jury has decided to award you $12 million in punitive damages. Jackpot, said Mr. Coke. I'm rich.
Wow.
But a year later, the court changed its mind and awarded Coke only $711,000.
Well, okay.
Okay, so this guy's like a one-man army, and he's going around trying to scare the shit out of anyone who's selling fake wine. Oh, you've got expensive rare wine, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll buy it then. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'll buy it. No, it's fine. It's genuine, is it? Yeah, you're saying it's genuine. Yeah, definitely. And then he goes and he inspects it, then finds it's fake, and then goes, yeah, I knew all along, stupid. Lawsuit time.
Oh, no!
By doing this, he's very slowly cleaning up the market. After all of these investigations, Bill has spent around $35 million tracking down fake wine. But by 2016, Coke was ready to lay down his weapons. He sold off a big chunk of his collection, and it sold for $22 million. Which means he likely did not break even. So consider giving to his GoFundMe.
Wait. So what I'm getting at is that he used most of his money and resources to find those that are making fake wine, only to be in a red, and then to him having to literally sell everything in his collection to just go back to the color green. What fucking irony is that? Oh my god, never mind. Maybe there is a limit to everyone's like bank accounts and wallets. So much for being called a billionaire.
Now, this is actually just a very small part of the story. This scandal ended up making such waves across the wine industry that they decided to make a movie about it. Based on the Benjamin Wallace book, The Billionaire's Vinegar. And it was set to star Brad Pitt. No, wait. Now it's Matthew McConaughey. No, wait. It looks like it's cancelled.
Oh, well, okay. End of part.
Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. 4 more to go, but we've already started in on the regular type stuff in case you don't love fancy. Okay, bye. And don't forget, incognito.com/incognito.
Alright, bye-bye. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We gotta do this. We gotta do the even fancier paintings. Because I love paintings. Honestly, based move, spending so much as to ruin a good chunk of the counterfeit market. That is true, though. Having to ruin the counterfeit market would make sure that there's even, like, those who are also planning to buy these wines would also... Yeah, they wouldn't get scammed, that's the thing. So he basically... He was willing to scam himself so that everyone else would not get scammed. He's basically saying, like, I will be your lamb. I will be your sacrifice so that everyone else will not have to suffer the consequences, the same as me, of having to be scammed with these fake wines. Which is understandable. But at the same time, still lost a lot of money. 35 million is not something to scoff at. No matter what. It is never something to scoff at. That's just wild to me that people would actually think that that's something to scoff at. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Alright, say goodbye to YouTube, everybody. Bye-bye, YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye!